Now, as a first-time solopreneur, I'm having to manage my own network of services, which over time will hopefully be enough to sustain an income. If you have just tuned into my channel, I'm quite open about my journey as a solopreneur and all of the challenges that I faced so far, which is one of my main drivers behind this YouTube channel. It's my own platform to voice my experiences on. A whole year in now, I am still working by myself and I'm spinning a lot of plates, a lot of which I previously have not really had much experience in, or I don't really have much of a background in. Plates are starting to wobble a little bit in the sense that there are definitely some tasks that I have to do that will have to take a little bit of a backseat. And I'm having to think about streamlining some of the aspects that I do as a solopreneur. For example, so I realized that I don't like marketing if it involves me having to manually go out there and advertise and spread the message. It feels like you have to have the loudest voice in the room, right, when you're doing this. If you want your marketing techniques to actually stand out and get people to engage. And honestly, if marketing was my only activity, then I probably would have burned out ages ago. So I would typically spend now about 30 minutes to an hour every single day commenting on people's posts on threads, trying to provide value and where appropriate, plugging in my language learning platform, Lingopon. And any longer than that, and it feels like a bit of a chore. What I still enjoy about marketing though is when it involves me injecting some of my creativity and personality into it. Like for example, I've done many social media posts where I've done something a little bit different and fun with the messaging and trying to get my platform out there and visible. Like a little April Fool's activity or some sort of like quiz or infographic, which I commonly do on my language learning platform's Instagram. And that's been slowly growing now for a number of months now. I would have a routine that I've built up over a number of months where I would be able to post one thing every week or so, and I'll be able to sustain that over many weeks. I just feel if it's a routine like that, some semi-frequent routine like that, I'm more able and more likely to channel my energy into it. And writing blogs for Lingopon is also something that I've been doing as well, but on a less frequent basis. The topics of these blogs are normally about how I constructed Lingopon and sort of the thinking that I've put into it. It's probably more interesting for me to write it than for people to read it. But I like to think having an expansive blog section makes the website appear more evident that, there has been some genuine work and care put into the website. And perhaps over time, it might help to indirectly build up Lingopon's SEO. Now, I have a software developer background, and it probably doesn't surprise you to know that the majority of my time and energy spent is on building these software services. So I spent a good half of the year developing Lingopon. But honestly speaking, Lingopon doesn't have many users or people in the community right now. But it's okay because I've always expected Lingopon to be a slow burner, something that will be around to serve users for years and years to come. Now, this is why many months ago I planned to pivot to a position where most of my engineering efforts would be put onto something else. And I thought about building this new app, which, I have 4 different reasons for doing that. Number one, it gives me more social media content to post about. Secondly, it forces me to learn aspects of app development that I previously didn't have any exposure to in my employment background. Thirdly, it's good to have a clear goal, which is to build, market, launch an app. And there's many aspects of building an app as well, right? Like planning, design, learning stuff, drawing, sound engineering, coding, testing, and iterating on it. So if I was bored with one task, I could easily switch to something else. If my 6 p.m. brain was to all of a sudden think I can't do any more thinking, I could just pivot to do something like art, for example. That way, I'm still making that necessary progress on that app. So I'm still feeling productive without burning myself out too quickly. And lastly, the app would be planned to supplement Lingopon. This is probably my main reason, to be honest. over building an app that is completely unrelated to what I'm currently focusing on. I want something on the side to help funnel new users to use Linguapon over time, and vice versa, into this app. And as a side note, I have a series of shorts documenting my app making process. So if you're interested, feel free to check it out. And the final point I want to make here, to summarize everything that I've said, is that as a solopreneur, there is a huge diversity in tasks that I'm responsible for, but not all tasks are equally enjoyable for everyone, right? Some things that are necessary, like marketing, have to be done, but I have to learn how to streamline those tasks without burning myself out. Some tasks can also be used as a little break to balance out the more intensive ones. The power to maintain a work routine that doesn't burn you out and you're able to have fun with it is what really makes me enjoy being my own boss. The challenge to beat is sustaining the same level of motivation and drive for the next year. Also, I'm more than happy to engage with the community, so if anyone has any questions or advice that they want based on my measly 1-year experience, feel free to drop a comment. Or if you have anything that you want to share from your own experience, if you're also going through something similar to me, then I would really love to know about it. I'm Alvin Speaks. Thank you for listening. Hope you have a good day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.